Hey guys, hope you're doing well. I wanted to check in here with you and talk to you about our sound system and what it is that you get and maybe the things that you don't get that people ask about oftentimes, and talk to you about why it's just a good thing, and so that you know on your wedding day what it is that you can and are able to do with it. So first things first, we have a sound system for multiple spaces, right? So the first one is the wedding chapel. And it's unique because there are speakers inside and outside. And so right above me, right here, this is a speaker. It's built into the wall and it's flat and it's kind of invisible, right? So if you are standing at an angle, you really don't see it. And there are 4 of them. So there's one here, there's one on the other side, on the other wall, and then there's 2 more in the back, which is cool. You can see it kind of right there. So we did it on the inside. We put 4 on the inside. It can get really loud, almost unbearably loud. And we wanted to make sure that there was enough sound in here that people can enjoy music if they're wanting it to be here or whatever their reception and so on. And then outside there are speakers too. I'm gonna go there and show you those now, okay? Okay, so our speakers on the outside are just like the ones on the inside, and there's one right there. And so there's one on each overhang, just one. It's still plenty loud, and we did that so that as you're playing music and whatnot, you can have people, hear that from the outside. Or if people are using, the microphone and whatnot, they can hear that too. So let's go back inside. So in the chapel, you are covered inside and out. There's no worries about, hey, if the doors are down, will people be able to hear out there? No, we can make it to where people can hear out there. And so when you show up, there's a couple of different mic options, and you can have both of them if you want, but the first one is a handheld mic, right? It's very solid, plenty of noise. You can do with this, pass it around for speeches, whatever you need to do. The other thing that we use, and we offer this really only to officiants, there's no need to use it elsewhere, but is a lapel. And so the lapel, right, this can go in your pocket, and then for your officiants, this microphone can stick on like a collar or something like that. So, when this is being used, we get it as close as we can. It's just not as big of a microphone as the handheld. But those are your options, whether you're in the chapel or you have the sound system at the outdoor ceremony space. So the outdoor ceremony space is pretty basic, right? It's just a single speaker, and we can hook those into it as well. So let's talk about what you can do with the sound system. So just so you can see, this is our sound system. And we don't, a lot of people ask us, what do we do about plugging in a guitar? Well, we can't really do that. There's not an easy way to do that. So if you're having like a live band or something come along and they need to use something like that, we just won't have the ability to do that. They need to bring in an exterior speaker that they can use to plug their guitar into, or something else, right? But here, this system, we plug in our microphones to it, but we also can connect to it by Bluetooth. And let me show you what that looks like on my phone here. All right, guys, so I've pulled up my settings on my iPhone here, and you can see that I'm using Apple, so iOS operating system, but this is pretty much the same for Android and whatnot. So the first thing I'm going to do is pull up my settings and then click into Bluetooth. And my device, my phone actually knows this one already, but for yours, it's going to show up down there in the bottom where it says Other Devices. The one inside the chapel is called Pyle USA, so Pyle USA, and the one for the outdoor ceremony space is called Lynx Pro, so Lyxpro. So you can see it there in the middle. So if I click on that Pyle USA, it will actually connect to the chapel. Now, I'm not in the chapel in the moment, but I'm making this video for you, and it will connect to it. I'm going to back out of that, but that's just so you know how to get to it. I wanted to make sure that you saw that and whatnot. It's important when you use your Bluetooth here and communicate this with whoever's doing it, that they don't have on notifications. Maybe they go into some sort of airplane mode. They've already got the music downloaded to their phone, or they just have their notifications off, because anything that comes through your phone is going to actually go through the speakers in the chapel, right? So it can be kind of awkward if somebody's getting a phone call during a ceremony or a text message, and everybody in the room is hearing that. It's only happened a couple of times, but you might want to communicate that with the folks doing that. And then the other thing to kind of know when you do this is that you don't want to walk the phone too far away from wherever it's connected to. So let's say you have the phone, and you know whoever's running it has the phone in their pocket, and they walk out to the parking lot. Well, at that rate, it can go quite a ways. It can go probably 50 feet past, outside of the chapel, but it doesn't go that far. So it can become disconnected, and then now you're just weird. It's kind of what's going on, what sound is being played type of deal. So anyways, just a couple things to know, and yeah. Okay, guys, I think that wraps it up. So remember, handheld microphone, a lapel for your officiant, and Bluetooth. Those are the things that we can provide inside and outside sound in the chapel, and it's a great system. It works really well. I guess the last thing I would say is, we did this intentionally because we wanted to make sure brides and grooms had an option. We wanted to make sure that you didn't need necessarily a DJ to come here and get married. You didn't need that DJ if you're gonna have a reception in the space. If you wanna bring a DJ, that's totally cool. Like, we love DJs, right? They're there to help you with that event, to play that certain music. But you know what you can do? You can absolutely go onto Spotify and search playlists and whatnot and create your own playlists. We have a lot of brides and grooms that do that often. And so, right, it's really whatever you're looking for. We've got great DJs that we work with. We love them. We've always had just good time with those folks. And but if that's not in the budget for you, we want to make sure that you had an option. And so that's why we put this into the chapel the way that we did. And then to take it a step further, if you end up getting a DJ and they can do all of their DJing from a computer or from their phone or whatever that is, they don't have to bring a sound system in here technically if you rent that from us. They can, as long as there's Bluetooth on their computer or their phone or whatever they're working from, they can connect to that, right? Anyways, hey, we're excited for your wedding. Remember, this is just an option for you. And we look forward to serving you down the road. So take it easy, guys. See ya.